Hello everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. So here we are on a Tuesday, so that can only mean one thing. We are talking my inherited movie collection, and today we are looking at the second half of box number 11. So box 11, part 2. The first half of this box was just absolutely stuffed with stuff, and so stuffed with stuff, yeah, that's great language. But anyway, yeah, it was loaded, and so yeah, it was a crazy box. Really good movies in there, so I'm hoping the second half is even better, but we shall see. So before we start talking about what's in this box, or start looking what's in this box, let's take a look back at box 11 part 1 and see what those numbers looked like. So you guys can see, like, these numbers were super inflated thanks to all of, like, the insane amount of those thin cases that were present in box 11A. So of the 121 different items that were stuffed in there, I ended up keeping 37 of them. One of them went into a binder, and then 83 of the others ended up in my donate/sold pile, or trade pile. So that means that only 30.58% of the items I actually held on to this time. Now again, this number is inflated because of all of those thin cases, so it's kind of like, it's going to skew the numbers a little bit, but I'm still counting it the same way because those are items, they are movies or TV series or cartoons that I could have added to my collection, so I'm counting them as I did everything else. So you can see 68.6% of my movies were ended up being put in my trade/sell pile in last week's box. So overall, that actually pushed us to over 50% of the items. Now 50.18% of the items are being sold or donated. So thanks to last week's box, we kind of got pushed over that 50% threshold for items that I'm getting rid of. So that's a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. Hopefully today's box will make up for that. This one is like standard, like the 3 layers in the bottom half here, and I think there are some stuffed along the sides as well, so probably a little bit more than what a traditional box would be, but definitely not more than last week's box, because last week's box was just absolutely stuffed to the brim. So really looking forward to seeing what is in here, and if you guys are as well, please give this one a like down below. That engagement really does help me out. But with that said, let's not waste any time at all. Let's dive right in to my inherited movie collection, box number 11, part 2. As I start into this box, let me just say how good it feels to have my normal setup again. I don't have to worry about like making my head small and moving it to the corner of the screen during editing. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, do so, please. My tier ranking of all the video games I played in 2021. It was a ton of fun to film, but it was the absolute most difficult one to edit that I've done so far. I literally had to learn a new editing program to make it work. And it's not like I did anything crazy with it. It's just that I use iMovie, and iMovie is extremely limited. And I finally felt the limitations of that program this past weekend. So yeah, if you have the time, check that one out. I would really appreciate it because it took me so much time to actually get done. But anyway, with that plug out of the way, the first one here, just kind of a random one in the middle of the box, is Devil's Advocate. So this one is Keanu and Al Pacino. I love Keanu Reeves, one of my favorites. And this one is in widescreen, but I honestly don't know if I have this one already. So the first one up here, I'm gonna have to take a look at my app and see what's going on. So let me take a look. So I don't have this one yet, which is awesome. So this is a good ad for the collection, another snapper case. Great. I've heard really good things about this movie. This is one that I've had in my hand before at Disc Replay. That's why I thought I might have owned it, but apparently I didn't pick it up. So yeah, I'm definitely going to check this one out. That screenshot just looks amazing. Like, this is going to be fun. So Devil's Advocate is the first one out of the box, and it's going to be the first one in the keep pile. So that's a good way to start things here. Let me just see. Let's go over here to the movies on the side, I guess. This just makes sense. So I thought I saw a thin case. Let me see. Yeah, here's one. Okay, Bob Denver and Forrest Tucker in The Wackiest Wagon Train in the West. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. But yes, this is one that I will definitely be donating. Oh my goodness, this looks like something else. So yeah, never heard of this, but I don't know, not anything I need. So that one will specifically go in the donate pile, like most of them did in the last video. Ooh, and then we have Artificial Intelligence, but it's in full screen, so that is disappointing. And honestly, I might already own this one. I think I have a Spielberg collection, I want to say, that might have this in it. But either way, this one is full screen, so I don't even need to check. That one will go into the trade pile. And then next up, we have, the X-Files Fight the Future. So I think this is the first X-Files movie, if I'm not mistaken. Enhanced widescreen. I wonder what that means. I don't know. It's 2.35 to 1 aspect ratio, so that's pretty standard. So I don't know what that means. But you know what? I used to watch the X-Files when I was younger, and I really loved it. It was just like my thing, sci-fi mixed with horror. I love that. But the movie I never got around to because I never ended up finishing the series. And I actually started the series again recently, probably last year, I guess it was, on Hulu. But it is so long, and the episodes are, 60 minutes, so they're like 45-minute episodes without commercials. And I really liked it, but I only got like 6 episodes in. So like, I just don't know if I will actually get to this one. That said, I'm going to hold on to it because at some point I would like to eventually get through that series. So I will hold on to the X-Files. And I believe I have the novelization of this, if I'm not mistaken. So X-Files Fight the Future will go into the keep pile. Oh, I love this snapper case. This is awesome. A classic Batman 89 snapper case. What a great movie this is. Oh, I love it. A beautiful snapper. But this is, of course, one I own on Blu-ray, so I don't need this one. But I do love that snapper case. But that one will go into the trade pile. Ooh, okay, what is this? In Dreams with Robert Downey Jr. and Annette Bening from the director of The Crying Game and Interview with a Vampire, Neil Jordan. Well, this is interesting. It is in widescreen. It is spine-chilling, according to Chicago Tribune author Michael Wilmington. Peaceful family life takes a chilling turn when a mysterious serial killer invades her seemingly idyllic New England town. Oh. Okay, well, I mean, if RDJ is playing a serial killer, I'm intrigued. And I've never heard of this one before, which is really weird. Looks good. Holding on to it. No idea if it's any good or not, but it has a good cast, so I will hold on to it. And I think this is the last one. Oh, this is the last one from the ones that were on the side. And I love this movie. Psycho 3 with Anthony Perkins, of course. This is a great movie. Is this the one that is the prequel? No, this one picks up where Psycho 2 left off. Some nasty doings as the rehabilitated psychopath Norman Bates attempts to help a disturbed young woman and a guitar-playing drifter. Oh, yes. This one is fantastic. I loved this one. We did the entire Psycho series as an arc on the Cinefessions podcast, and this one was just great. Like, it was so fun. This is such a good movie. The sequels to Psycho, if you've not watched them, you are missing out because they're genuinely good. There was actually a made-for-TV... It was actually supposed to be a pilot, but it ends up being like a feature-length film. It was an extended pilot that was supposed to be like the original Bates Motel, and it is quite literally one of the worst things I've ever seen. It was like an after-school special mixed with like ideas of Psycho. It was absolutely dreadful. But other than that one in that arc we did, I loved those movies. I don't like the remake too much, but the sequels to it, Psycho 2, 3, and 4, great movies. Absolutely recommend them. Cannot recommend them enough. And so check those out if you've missed out on them. But Psycho 3, I do own in either the DVD set that I have all the Psychos in or on Scream Factory Blu-ray. I can't remember which one I have from Scream Factory. But, next up is Red Planet. This is great. This is, who's directing this one? This is Anthony Hoffman. Anthony Hoffman, but Val Kilmer and Tom Sizemore in Red Planet. And this one is in widescreen. Let's see if the sticker will come off, and it does. Now, honestly, I don't know if I own this one or not, so I'm going to have to check real quick. But if I don't, this is an awesome one for the collection. Another snapper case here, which is always cool. So yeah, let me check on this one as well. I actually do own this one on a much less cool Blu-ray. Like, I love the snapper and I love the cover on this one, but because I own it on Blu-ray, I'm not going to hold on to this. But this is a really cool, like, case. I love it. It looks really nice, but that one will go into the trade pile. Next up is Scott of the Antarctic, based on the gripping true story. DVD movie premiere. I have never heard of this before. Prepare for the ultimate battle of man versus the elements. See, I tend to like movies like this, but this one is from 1911. and I don't recognize any of the names from it at all. Doesn't look that, interesting. This is one. Oh, here we go. What is this? $10 off any DVD regularly priced $21.99 and up. I wish I could see where this is from, but I can't tell. So anyway, totally irrelevant, but that's what happens. I get sidetracked. So anyway, this one will go into the trade/sell pile. I guess I'm pulling from the middle stack now. It's kind of where I've started my dent. So this one is Secret Past. Some secrets never stay buried. The past is never dead. Directed by Peter Sullivan. When reporter Rebecca Clark discovers that her late mother had been receiving Christmas cards from a secret admirer, she decides to track him down. Refers her back to, so somebody refers her to a private detective. So it looks like it's going to be like a love story mixed with a mystery. I don't know. This one doesn't seem that interesting. Another family video one for cheap. I'm going to put that one in the donate/trade pile. Excuse me. And then we have Sean Patrick Flannery with Arnold Vosloo in Con Express. Two Cold War rivals in full pursuit. I have no idea what this is, but it's directed by Terry Cunningham, and it's another one that's in full screen. Doesn't look that interesting to me, so it looks like just a standard action movie, but nothing about it stands out at all, so I will put that one in the trade pile as well. Oh, here we go. Sam Elliott and Jamie Kennedy, Don't Play with Fire. This is called Seduced. Pretty When You Cry? What? Carlton Elizabeth. Britain's Angelina Jolie. What? I love that. That's fantastic. I've never heard of Carlton Elizabeth before. Is that like a known thing? Is she always considered Britain's Angelina Jolie? But anyway, she gives an amazing and unbelievable performance as a woman caught in a fatal love triangle. Jamie Kennedy is accused by Detective Lucas Black, played by Sam Elliott, of murdering his former best friend and husband of Sarah, the woman he's still in love with. This just looks like another erotic thriller, but it looks like right up my alley. And it has Britain's Angelina Jolie. Like, what's not to like here? I have no clue if this is widescreen or full screen, but this looks just interesting to me. I don't know. This is going to go into the maybe pile. I need to see more about that and see maybe that DVD is in full screen or widescreen. I guess I got to learn more. So I'm going to put that in the maybe pile. My first one for the maybe pile today. Ooh, and then we have Fatal Attraction. Now, was this the one that no, it was Body Heat. So Fatal Attraction, I think I do own. I think I got this Blu-ray from, where was it? Big Lots, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. I think I grabbed it from there sometime last year, but let me just double check real quick. Yes, I do have that one. So Fatal Attraction, and this one, just for reference, is in widescreen, so that's good. But yeah, this one will go into the trade pile as well. Heard really great things, so I really need to get around to that one. I always thought this was directed by somebody that it's not, but it's directed by Adrian Lin. I don't know why I always thought that was maybe a Cronenberg film or something, but it's clearly not. Ooh, Uma Thurman and Andy Garcia and Jennifer 8. Darkness Descends on a Small Town. Why do I recognize this title? So Uma Thurman ignites the role of I can't really read it. Helena in this tightly coiled mystery about a serial killer. So another one about a serial killer. So that's interesting. John Malkovich, Lance Henriksen, and Kathy Baker co-star? What? And it's in widescreen, directed by Bruce Rob. Yeah, with that cast, I'm holding on to this. That's a great cast. So yeah, I'm going to put that in the keep pile. And if you know anything about it, let me know. Some of these, I feel like they could be in some of my, collections that I've grabbed during just this, but, the inherited movies. But I'm not positive, so I'll hold on to it for now. This one is Subject 2, a slick take on the Frankenstein concept. Well, that's interesting. I'm kind of intrigued. So it definitely looks like low budget. It says unnerving, clever, and intriguing. It was an official 2006 Sundance selection. It is in widescreen. It's a chilling tale of death and resurrection, breathing new life into the classic Frankenstein tale. That alone sounds interesting, but taking a look at the screenshots, I don't know. You know what though? It's a unique enough idea. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to put it in my keep pile and go from there. Written and directed by Philip Chiddell, or Chiddell, whatever it is, Chidel. I'm going to keep it. It has my attention with that Frankenstein idea. So, ooh, another sealed one here. Oh, and we have Flashdance. So this is not a movie I'd have any interest in, but my wife likes movies like this. This is produced by Jerry Bruckheimer. I did not know that, but directed by Adrian Lyne from 1983, Flashdance. I'm going to hold on to it. Definitely don't own that. And again, I have zero interest, but that's something my wife would definitely enjoy. And then we have Two Moon Junction from the producer of 9.5 Weeks. Uncontrollable Passion, Undeniable Heat. Another one that I swear I've heard of this one before. Directed by Zalman King. And it's been edited for full screen version, so I will put this one in the trade pile. But yeah, it looks kind of fun. I don't know it though. All right, what else we got here? Ooh, Phantoms. Dean Koontz's Phantoms. For some reason, I feel like I might own it, but it would be like right behind me, so I can't see it. But yeah, this is one. I have seen this one before, and it's pretty decent. I liked it for what it is. I feel like maybe I did this for something for the podcast, possibly. But this one is in widescreen. Let me just double check, see if I have this one, though. I don't own Phantom, so I don't know how I've seen this one. Maybe it was streaming somewhere. That's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, just an awesome cast. Not the best, but I liked it for what it was. So I'm definitely going to hold on to Phantoms and give that one another watch at some point, because it's pretty good. And then we have, so here, this is what I'm talking about. Cerberus, The Guardians of Hell. Like, this looks fantastic. A widescreen version. When a band of mercenaries steals Attila the Hun's fabled sword, it triggers an ancient curse that awakens the most feared creatures in all of mythology, Cerberus. Absolutely holding on to this. This is the kind of stuff I love, and it's from 2005. Oh, this is going to be wonderful. Take a look at the back there. Like, this is just great. I need to start, like, a cheesy horror movie, like a B horror movie series on this channel, a review series, just because I have added so many. And, like, I already had a ton, because that's what I love, but, like, I've added so many thanks to this inherited movie collection. So it would just be fun. So this is Sky Wars, nothing that I am interested in. Aerial, like, footage. So, yeah, that one will go into the trade pile. All right. What else we have here? Ooh, Road Trip. I love this movie. This one is fantastic. This one and Freddy Got Fingered. And I just totally kicked the camera. Excuse me for that. But this one and Freddy Got Fingered are excellent. I love Tom Green. I was such a big Tom Green fan when I was in middle school into high school, I guess. But he's hilarious. But this is one that I do own. Oh, and it's empty anyway. So this is one I will use the case for. I'll steal the case out of. So that one goes on the floor. But that's a great movie. I love both of those. Road Trip is I probably like Road Trip better than Freddy Got Fingered, but I like them both. Ooh, awesome. Basic Instinct 2 with Sharon Stone and David Morrissey. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think I have the first one thanks to this inherited movie collection now. So definitely holding on to Basic Instinct 2. It is in the correct aspect ratio. So heck yes, please. That's going into my keep pile. About halfway through the first pile here. Awesome. Starship Troopers 2. I cannot remember. I'll have to look at my list. I feel like I have this one. I think the only one I'm missing so far is the original Starship Troopers. So I'll have to look through my list real quick. But yeah, if I don't have it, this is definitely going in the keep pile. But let me take a look real fast. And I do own this one thanks to this inherited movie collection already. So this one I will trade off. And it has a bunch of stickers on it. So I'm assuming the other one is in better shape. I feel like the other one might have even had the slipcover with it. But I could be mixing it up with 3. And then we have Citizen Gangster, another one that I definitely remember from my family video days. You can see this is a printed off cover art though, so I will end up trading this one away. Don't know anything about it, I just remember the cover. It's inspired by true events about Edwin Boyd, I guess, a Canadian World War II veteran. I'm guessing he turns into a gangster of some sort, given the title of the film, but I will put that one into the trade pile because, like I said, it's fake cover art, so I don't need it. And I'm not, like, super excited about it. Oh, and then we have Rampage President Down. This is one that I do own already, thanks to the Dollar Tree. Another Yui Bowl film, which I always screw up his name, but yes, you know who I'm talking about. So that one will go into the trade pile as well. Rampage Capital Punishment. I own that one too. I think I own all 3 of the Rampage movies, if I'm not mistaken, which is absolutely a trilogy I need to review at some point. Yeah. President Down and Capital Punishment. I own those along with the original. So I think the original I actually have on Blu-ray, and then the other two are on DVD. But yeah, I need to do a review, like a rank and review on that, just because I think it's going to be awful and I want to see it. And then we have Open Water, another one. This is a great shark attack film. Like, they're stranded in the middle of the ocean and they are trying to survive a shark. I love this movie when I first saw it, and I've seen it a couple times since, and I still think it's one of the better of its type. So Open Water I do own on Blu-ray. I think I own the first two. It's like a dual pack on Blu-ray for the first two, which you can actually get. I think it's the Open Water series. You can get like a triple pack on Blu-ray with all three movies for like $5 at Walmart. So if you're interested, definitely look for that. But then we have, so this is a movie I have always wanted to see. This is Triple X. And this one is, okay, it's full screen. That's what happens a lot. When I come across this movie at like Disc Replay, it's typically full screen. And that's super disappointing because I really want to see this, but I'm not going to watch it in full screen. So unfortunately, this one will go in the trade pile. And to be honest, these are ones I should get on Blu-ray because they're big action movies. They're just going to, they'll benefit from having a Blu-ray release. So is what it is. Ewan McGregor and Ashley Judd in Eye of the Beholder. Obsession is in the Eye of the Beholder, one of the most hypnotic and satisfying thrillers ever made, directed by Stephen Elliott. Okay, I think that is enough for me to be interested. Is this one in the correct aspect ratio? Anamorphic video. Yeah, widescreen version and full screen. Okay, very good. Yeah, so it's got both of them on there. So yeah, this looks interesting enough that I don't really need to read too much more. It looks like a cool thriller. And it has Ashley Judd and Ewan McGregor, so like, what's not to like there? I will put that one in the keep pile. Another one here. Oh, another snapper case. Outbreak. This is such a great movie. I love this film. I always have. We watched it maybe a couple years back, I think is the most recent rewatch on this one. Maybe actually at the beginning of the pandemic, I think we watched this. And it's just a good movie. It's fun. Like, it is so Hollywoodized, like, as it goes on, especially toward the end of the movie. It's just ridiculous. But still, it's a fun movie. It has a great cast. But I do own this one on Blu-ray, so I don't need this one. And this one is in both widescreen and full screen. But Outbreak will go into the donate pile. Great movie nonetheless. Okay, I thought it was super light. This is The Breakup with Jennifer Aniston and Vince Vaughn. This is one that I do not have, and I love these actors. So this is going to be like a rom-com, but I mean, given who the actors are in this, directed by Peyton Reed, like, this is one I'm going to hold on to because I like them so much. So yeah, just a funny rom-com that will go into the keep pile. And then, man, it's a reach over there. So, oh yes, thank goodness, the original Starship Troopers. Now, I swear I had this one on DVD at some point, but I think I must have gotten rid of it because I cannot find it at all. And so this one, I'm trying to see if it's in the correct aspect ratio. And it is 1.85 to 1, the original theatrical aspect ratio. So awesome. I think I have the entire Starship Trooper series now, thanks to this collection. So another one I need to go in and actually do a rank and review on because it would be so fun. But this is one where I've actually, that's going in the keep pile, of course. But I've actually done, I read the book for that a couple years back now with my buddy. We did a buddy read, and the book is okay. I didn't love it, so I'm not expecting to love the movie. But when it comes to like big and dumb, I can do that in movies a lot easier than I can do that in book form. I just expect more depth, I guess, when it comes to books. But anyway, it's not a bad book by any stretch. It just wasn't my favorite, and so I don't know if I'm gonna love the movie series or not, but we'll see. So anyway. I'm going off on tangents. Predator, another enhanced widescreen version, which I'd never seen before today. But this one I own not only on Blu-ray, but I own it on Blu-ray 3D, and I own it on 4K. I love this movie. It is just an all-time 80s classic, but I do own it, I own it multiple times, so that one will go into the trade pile. Then we have Flesh and Blood with Jennifer Jason Leigh and Rutger Hauer. Another sword and sandals movie. Thank you for the person that pointed out the correct terminology there. But this is a battle between good and evil. Only the strong survive. This is from Paul Verhoeven? No kidding. How have I not heard of this? Well, I'm absolutely keeping this. And this is in the 2.35 to 1 aspect ratio. So the correct aspect ratio. Yeah, this looks great. I did not know that Paul Verhoeven directed that one. absolutely keeping that one. That's really cool. I always love when I find films that I didn't know about from directors that I like. All right, so Jenny McCarthy and Chris Eigman? I don't know. This is called Crazy Little Thing. Yeah, this one is not one that I need to hold on to. It is in the correct aspect ratio from Screen Media Films, and it is in there. I wasn't sure. Nothing about that screams me, so I will put that one aside. Looks like we have two more from our first stack here. Arachnophobia, always a fun movie. John Goodman is in this, and he's fantastic. This is just a good film. I always enjoyed Arachnophobia, but I do own this one on DVD already, so that'll go into the trade pile. And then, very interesting, Bulworth, a Warren Beatty film with Halle Berry. This is a cover that is just iconic to me, but I have never seen this movie. Directed by Warren Beatty in the correct aspect ratio. So yeah, definitely holding on to this one. I frankly don't even really know what this one's about, but the cover is iconic to me. And so I'm definitely going to put this one in the keep pile. So that's the first stack. Let me pause and take a drink, but we're making good progress here. All right, back at it again. We have Species 2. So this is a series that I've been thinking about picking up. This one is on widescreen version. So, I don't think I own any of them. I know that, that's not something I could show off to keep it safe for work. But I don't think I own any of these. And I know there is a collection from Scream Factory, which I would like to get. I think it's a Blu-ray collection from them. But I don't own it yet. And I don't think you know what? That's a lie. You know what? That's true. I forgot. I do have a triple feature that has Species 1, 2, and 3 on it. So this one will go into the trade pile, which I'd like to show the inside cover art here. It doesn't show any nudity, but it's real close. And so I don't want to risk it. So I'm just going to leave it like it is. And then we have Species 3. See if there's anything on this one. Nope. Nothing on the inside here. But I do have Species 1, 2, and 3, which I completely forgot about until just looking that up. So I will have to watch those sometime soon here. And then the original Species. So yeah, this is a series I always remember seeing the VHS covers when they were at Blockbuster, and I always wanted to rent it, but my parents would never let me when I was, at the time when I was looking at VHS covers. And so I've just never seen it before. So maybe I'll get Species 4 at some point in this box. That would be awesome, because I think it's a four movie series, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, we have Tremors, which I talked about last time, with either Tremors or one of the sequels, but I do own a not complete. It's like the first 5 movies on Blu-ray. No, on DVD, but I own them already. Ooh, this is an awesome snapper case. I really wish this wasn't in full screen, because I really like this movie, and this snapper is amazing. Look at that. It's not hologram, but it's whatever the term is. I always forget when I'm in the moment. But this looks awesome. Unfortunately, it's full screen, so this amazing snapper case has to go into the trade pile. Another one where there is a Scream Factory Blu-ray release of it, but I don't own that one yet. And then we have Alien, obviously, one of the most iconic films in sci-fi or horror history. And we have Alien versus Predator, another one. I own the whole Alien anthology on Blu-ray. Okay, so here's something different. This is from the creator of Shiri, Under Siege Underground. It's called Tube. It does have an awesome cover, though. I love that. But this looks like it might be, it's in Korean, it looks like. So that's interesting. Directed by Woon-Hak Baek. Elite intelligence becomes a deadly weapon when former undercover agent T unwittingly becomes the sacrificial bait in a deadly agency operation and watches his government turn against him. I mean, this just looks fun. I'm going to hold on to this. This is in 2.35 to 1 aspect ratio. Looks like a good action, just like a silly action movie, but it looks like a Korean silly action movie, which is just interesting to me because I don't have a ton in my collection. So, Tube, definitely holding on to that one. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, we have a empty Betty Boop cardboard box, but that is totally empty, so that'll just go in the trash. Oh, another cardboard. One Step Beyond. I've never even heard of this before. With Charles Bronson? Do you guys know this? I think this is empty too. Oh, nope. It's in there. But yeah, that one will go into the trade, or the donate pile specifically. All right, here's a regular one. Oh, we have From Dusk Till Dawn. The one with Quentin Tarantino in it. We also have Harvey Keitel in here. The infamous scene with Oh, I'm going to totally blow her name right now, and I'm forgetting it. Oh, come on. I'm going to put it here. We know who I'm talking about, and it's just not in my head. But yeah, just a great movie that I do own already on Blu-ray, I believe. Here's Psycho 2, another great one from the Psycho series. Another one that I do own already, though. But yeah, great movie. And then we have... Ooh, awesome! Oh my gosh, I've been wanting this. This is so cool. This is Surface, the complete series, and I kid you not, I had this in my hand at Disc Replay, like, weeks ago for like the second or third time. This is so cool. So like you see all 4 discs are there. I remember when this was new on TV and I always thought it looked interesting, but for whatever reason, I was just at a time where I didn't get to like watch it while it was new. And I think there's only 1 season of this before it got canceled. Yeah, 15 episodes is the complete series. So I don't know if it actually is concluded or not, but awesome. I have gotten like 1 or 2 TV series this entire time. So I'm super excited about that one. That's a great one. And then we have Beverly Hills Cop, another widescreen one, but I do own this because of the Murphy collection that I bought on Black Friday from Walmart. Man, my trade pile is getting giant. Ooh, this feels big and feels sealed, so I'm very intrigued. Oh my God, I am so happy. Yes, this is another one I've had in my hand to pick up. This is Invasion, the complete first season, or the complete series, and it is sealed. Look at that. This is awesome. What a cool find, or... Not a fine, but you know what I mean. Like, what a cool thing to have in here. Heck yes. This is so cool. Invasion. Did you guys watch this or Surface when it was new? I'm sure they're not going to be great, but like, I am too excited for this. Like, this is awesome. So yeah, very happy to have Invasion and Surface. Those are definitely my 2 favorite finds so far from this box, like this, or for this half of the box at least. That's so cool. Then we have Gothica. This movie I think is pretty good. The ending is just one of those like OMG moments. But it's always been a good movie that I've enjoyed. But this one is the full screen version, so I will be getting rid of that. And honestly, I feel like I own it already, but I don't know. I have to look it up. But either way, that one's full screen, so I'll be getting rid of that one. Okay, so one I've not heard of before. The search for freedom becomes the deadliest trap. This is Runners. A desperate search becomes a terrifying nightmare. It's in full screen. From 1983. James Fox. The quiet, ordinary lives of a working-class family are shattered when their 11-year-old daughter suddenly vanishes. Oh, a police investigation turns up nothing. They're left only with their guilt and unanswered questions. I think I'm going to have to get rid of this one. I don't... Like, it sounds kind of interesting, but... I don't know. If it's good, let me know down in the comments. You guys are great at helping me save things, so I'll put that in the trade pile for now. And then we have, Stephen King's The Cat's Eye, which I thought I had it on Blu-ray already, but I don't. So I don't even know if I own this. This one is in widescreen, so I guess I got to double check and see if I own this one. But I do own a ton of King movies. And for some reason, I really thought I had this, but I don't. So this is really cool. Very happy to add this one with a young Drew Barrymore on here. Yeah, James Woods as well. Like, what a cast on this. So cool. Yeah, very excited for this one. Another snapper case that has a bunch of stickers on it. So hopefully I can get those out without ruining the snapper. But yeah, definitely holding on to Cat's Eye since I don't own it already. Silent Warnings. Oh, this is so familiar. Stephen Baldwin, A.J. Buckley, and Billy Zane. You can feel the fear. So, looking at the cover, this looks like something I would enjoy, just given the cover here. Like, we have crop circles. I love alien movies. It looks like it might be a horror movie mixed with it. Oh, yeah. Definitely one I would keep if I don't already own. But, man, I really feel like this is one that I have in one of those, like, giant collections. Just because it looks like one of those like cheap movies like that. But this one is what? Silent Warnings? I don't. Apparently I don't have this one already. So yeah, I'm holding on to this. You can see like it definitely looks low budget, but it looks like my kind of low budget. So I'm holding on to this one. Silent Warnings. If you guys know about it, let me know. But I'm going to hold on to it for now. Ooh, and then we have Sleepy Hollow. And I don't think I own this one. I say that, but then I second guess myself. But this one is in widescreen. And yeah, I'm absolutely holding on to this. I'm going to hold on to it. I don't think I own it, but the next time I have one that I'm a little less sure about, I'll double check it. But so Sleepy Hollow will go into the keep pile for now, and we'll see what else we got here. Another Tremors, and it's the original Tremors, which we already talked about, so I do own that. My pile is getting larger and larger. And then we have Pale Rider with Clint Eastwood. which I believe I checked on this one before, and I do own it because I feel like this was one that was in his stack before. So let me just double check on that. It's not. Okay. It might be one that I already picked up from him, though. But you know what? While I'm here, let me look up Sleepy Hollow. I do own Sleepy Hollow, so that one will be moved from the keep pile to the trade pile. I'm glad I checked. But I have to check my other list to see if this is one that I already grabbed from this Inherited movie collection. I don't know why I have it in my head that I already picked this one up, but apparently I did not. So this is great. I'm definitely going to hold on to Pale Rider. Any Eastwood films I can add to the collection, I will do that. So Pale Rider is going into the keep pile for now, unless I somehow just didn't add it to my list or something. I don't know why it's in my head that I already picked it up from this series, but either way, we're going to move on. Oh, we have The Rules of Attraction. This is a movie that I've always wanted to see because it's written by the writer of American Psycho and Less Than Zero, Bret Easton Ellis, which are both books that I like to different degrees. Less Than Zero I really loved when I read that, but that was like one of the first books I remember reading when I was in undergrad or just getting out of undergrad, whatever it was. And so I really liked it then. American Psycho, I definitely like the movie more than the book, but either way, this is one I will be holding on to. It is in the correct aspect ratio. This one feels kind of heavy. I want to open it up. Oh, it's just got one of these old Lionsgate books in it. So anyway, Rules of Attraction is definitely going into the keep pile. All right, so the next one here, we have a sci-fi triple feature. Ooh, this one actually looks really interesting. So, okay, so we have Dark Breed. Oh my, on the back it says scariest alien movie ever made. We have Steel Frontier, where the future collides with the past, starring Bo Svensson. And then Alien Intruder, a chilling outer space thriller. Okay, so all three of these are in full screen, but man, I bet you money that's probably their original aspect ratio. Like, that looks so much fun. Oh boy, dropping them out here. Oh, yep. Okay, dropping everything. Oh yeah, the disc is in perfect shape. Some of these seem familiar. Man, like, did Vinegar Syndrome release one or more than one of these? But this looks awesome. Okay, this is going in the maybe pile. I'll probably keep it either way, but I need to see if these are like Vincent titles. Because if so, I guess I could keep them, watch them, and then pick up the Vinegar Syndrome release if I like it. Not that it's going to go in easily. But yeah, anyway, that's going in the maybe pile, and I will find out more. But that looks awesome. I really hope I get to keep that one, because that just looks really cool. Not at all what I would have expected when I see 3-pack for sci-fi movies. And then we have Bridget Nielsen and Danny Fenley in Compelling Evidence, Murder in Hollywood. So this looks... Oh, this is another Blue Laser Films release. Oh, man, I don't know. If you like this movie, check out Vicious Kiss, Demolition Highway, and Deadly Run, which I feel like at least one of those were movies that we came across already in this. But as the world's foremost action star, Rick Stone is in the limelight when desperate reporter Dana Fields broadcasts footage of Rick with his new lover, Stephanie, at the television station where she works. I don't know. This one I think I'm going to put in the trade pile, but it doesn't look terrible, but I don't know if it's any good. Again, you know who you are out there. If your erotic thrillers are your thing and that one's good, let me know. Oh, okay. It looks like we have some thin cases, which I didn't think we did anymore. So I'll grab all of these. The McMasters and Medusa. George Hamilton and Jack Palance. That's interesting. And then we have High Risk with James Brolin. That's kind of weird. I don't know. Oh, anyway. And then The Snows of Kilimanjaro with Gregory Peck. Take a look at the back here just so you guys can see them. None of these look terrible, but this isn't the way I want them. And so I'm going to put these in the donate pile specifically. All of my thin cases just end up going in the donate pile. Oh, and then we have Blade 2, another one I own on... Actually, I only own that one on DVD, unfortunately, but I will upgrade eventually. Oh, and then we have Captain Ron. How fun. Is this one that I picked up already, though? This looks so familiar to me, like I've recently held this in my hand. Captain Ron, and this one is in widescreen. So if I don't already own this one, I will definitely hold on to it because it has Kurt Russell and Martin Short in it. So that is just cool. But it looks like I don't own this one, so I will hold on to Captain Ron. That's another fun one for the collection. So yeah, 2 down, 1 to go. I bet I'm going to regret it, but I just moved my big stack from my one table to the other, and I just feel like it's going to fall down. So hopefully it is okay. All right, so let's see what else we have over in the third stack here. Another snapper case. Oh, very good. National Lampoon's Vacation with just iconic snapper case here. This is one where I just recently picked up a whole, like, I think it was a triple feature pack that had the 3 original National Lampoon Vacation films on it, so that one will go into the trade pile. And just out of curiosity, this one, actually it's the standard version anyway, so wouldn't matter, I'd still be getting rid of it. And then we have, The Sixth Sense, one of my favorite directors, M. Night Shyamalan. This one feels so light, but it looks like this is weird. So this is open, but it's sealed, so that's interesting. This is the collector's edition with the old Best Buy sticker on it still. And this one is in widescreen. It's in there. Okay. Anyway, brand new. So that's interesting. But I do own Sixth Sense on Blu-ray. So that one will go in that pile. And then we have Richard Gere and Vanessa Redgrave in Yanks. So it looks like a war movie with a romance built in. I don't know. Directed by John Schlesinger. So that's interesting. From 1979. I think that one's going to go in the trade pile. I don't know. Again, if it's amazing, let me know. Maybe I'll keep it. Oh, and then we have Steven Seagal in Above the Law. This is a great snapper case, but it does have, it's kind of weird on the back there. But this one is standard, and I'm guessing widescreen. Yep, widescreen on the back. Case is kind of messed up on this one, but I think this is one that came on that Seagal Blu-ray collection I own, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll just double check that. Yeah, it is. So I do own Above the Law already. So another one for the trade pile. Lots of snappers in this one. Here's another one. Ooh, The Wild Bunch. Who is this? This is, Peckinpah. That's what I thought. So this is the original director's cut of The Wild Bunch. But this one, man, I can't remember. I literally just did a video. I'm pretty certain. Ooh, I just hit myself. I'm pretty certain I own this one. I literally just did a YouTube short of my entire Western collection for Mid-Level Media's Western Month, and this one was in there because I do own that on Blu-ray, so that'll go into the trade pile. And for reference, this one is in widescreen, so cool snapper case. Another snapper case here. After a power breakfast, they'll still eat you for lunch. Barbarians at the Gate. Looks like a Wall Street movie. In the 80s, Wall Street had fun at your expense. Now it's time for you to have the last laugh. I have no clue what this is. Like, is this a comedy? But F. Roth Johnson, CEO of RJR Nabisco, has every intention of making a fortune. Oh my gosh, I don't know. They look polite, well dressed. Is this a documentary? Is this a drama? Is this a comedy? Man, the information on this box tells me absolutely nothing. So I have no clue. This genuinely could be anything at this point. So I'm going to get rid of it. If you guys know anything about this, let me know. But I don't know. It didn't do a good job of selling me, so it's going in the trade pile. Ooh, Porky's. Awesome. Please be. Yes, and it is excellent. I don't own this, so this is one I'm absolutely keeping. This is a classic, and I've seen parts of this, but honestly, I don't think I ever sat down and watched this entire thing before. So I will definitely have to fix it. Like, this scene here is infamous. Everyone knows that scene, even if you haven't seen the movie. So yeah, this is definitely going in the keep pile. Maybe I'll have Porky's 2 in here also. That would be a lot of fun. We have V, the original miniseries. I actually just picked this one up relatively recently, so I do own this already. So this one will go into the trade pile. But yeah, cool one that I clearly wanted because I already bought it. So next up, oh man, I wish I cut the ends off these boxes, or the flaps off these boxes. Oh, this is awesome. I've always loved this DVD presentation. Like, this cover looks awesome. It's in this really cool snapper case. This is Logan's Run. Standard on one side and widescreen on the other, which is really cool. So this is great. This is another one that if I don't own this, I'm very happy to add this one to my collection, but I feel like I have the Blu-ray, so let me just double check. I'm actually quite surprised, but also very happy I don't own this. So this is a great version of this to have in my collection. Yeah, so very excited to have Logan's Run in there. Did I even show the back? I don't know, but yeah, this looks awesome. I've never seen that, and it's always one that I knew I should see because it's like right up my alley, things I love. So yeah, that's going to be a good one for the collection. Then we have Zorro from Cascadia Entertainment. This looks intriguing. I don't know. It's 90 minutes, so it's a full-length movie. An action-packed adventure. Zorro fights to liberate the oppressed as the new governor of Spanish California. Okay, that's interesting. The screenshots on here actually don't look terrible, but I don't know that this is one I actually would watch. Look at this DVD, like, looks like a burned DVD almost instead of a pressed one. Let me actually look at the back and see. No, it's a pressed DVD. That's interesting. I don't know anything about this. It's kind of intriguing, but I think I'm going to put that one in the trade pile unless someone tells me otherwise. But yeah, is what it is. And then we have Paradise Road with Glenn Close, Frances McDormand, and Juliana Margulies, excuse me. I know her. I guess I've never said her name out loud before. So yeah, this is a drama. I've heard good things about this, but who directs this one? Bruce Beresford. So yeah, I think I'm going to put this one in the trade pile. It's just, I don't see myself watching it, to be honest with you. I'm sure it's excellent, but it's just one of those that, like, I don't know, it doesn't interest me that much. So we'll put it in the trade pile. Oh, New Jack City. How cool is this? Wesley Snipes, Ice-T, Mario Van Peebles, and Judd Nelson. This is great. I am definitely holding on to this one. I've always heard of this movie, or heard about this movie, but I've never seen this one before, and it just looks awesome. It looks like, just exudes cool. And it does have widescreen and full screen included, so that's great. Yeah, very awesome. Definitely adding New Jack City to the collection. Really excited to get around to that one. I've always wanted to watch it. So many snappers. Oh, and then we have 10 with Dudley Moore, Jewel Andrews, and Bo Derek. This is iconic. And I have never seen this. It does have widescreen and full screen. I have to hold on to this. Like, this is just like, I remember my parents watching this movie in the past, or I don't know if they, like, I don't remember them watching it, I guess, but I remember them, like, having this either on VHS or something. Like, this is absolutely going in the collection. This is just iconic. That cover, awesome. Very excited for that one. That's so cool. All right, and then we have Troy with Brad Pitt and Orlando Bloom. I remember people, was this the one? No, it was Alexander, where people walked out of the theater, but I do own this one, and it's full screen anyway. So I do own Troy, Alexander, and 300 on a 3-disc set, like a 3 Blu-ray set. 300 I also own on 4K, though. And then we have Assassins, another one that I feel like I picked up thanks to these inherited movies here. This one does have widescreen and full screen. That's cool. So I need to check this because I really feel like I have this one already. Another one I'm apparently misremembering. I don't have Assassins according to my list, so that one will go into the collection. Antonio Banderas and Sylvester Stallone. Very cool. I just found out, speaking of Antonio Banderas, I found out that he is in a movie called The 13th Warrior, which I heard of before, but I never realized that that was based on a Michael Crichton novel. The Eater of the Worlds, I think it's the novel. And so I'm really hoping I come across that in here. But oh my God, I'm so excited about this. Dangerous Liaisons. This is one that we used to watch when I was in undergrad. In my theater classes, we watched this. I forget which one. Maybe in my movement class, I think is what it was called. But anyway, this is a great movie. This is like just so well done. The acting on it is phenomenal. It has such a good cast. This is the one, if I'm not mistaken, Keanu is in this old, like, in this setting, in this world, and he just is so out of place, but it's Keanu Reeves, so I still love it. Like, this is just a fantastic film. So excited. Never had this one in my collection before, but I've always wanted it, so definitely holding on to Dangerous Liaisons. All right, without looking, let me kind of move some of these a little bit closer here. All right, there we go. Another snapper case. Ooh, The Man with Two Brains. Another classic cover for me, directed by Carl Reiner. And this one is, oh, dang it, this one is in standard. That stinks. This is one I would definitely like to keep. Yeah. Oh, well. Not going to hold on to that snapper case, but that's a really cool one. I just love Steve Martin. Like, he's great. Anyway, unfortunately, I will not be holding on to that one. Ooh, Face Off, widescreen collection. I don't own this, I don't think. I always see this one on a 2-pack with Snake Eyes, I believe it is. And I already have Snake Eyes, and so I haven't bought the 2-pack. But this is one, like, this is a great movie, obviously. John Travolta, Nicolas Cage, how can you go wrong? But I don't think I own this one. And it's always one I know that I needed to have in my collection. And so now if I have it, great. Let's see. Yeah, no, don't own it. So Face Off is an awesome ad for the collection. Very excited about that one. And then we have Billy Crystal, Mr. Saturday Night. Is this a... Oh no, what is this? Billy Crystal stars and makes his directorial debut in this nostalgic, poignant story of a comedian who realizes that life is passing him by and may have missed the punchline. Oh my gosh, yes, this sounds great. I'm definitely holding on to this. From 1992. This is really good. Billy Crystal, I had no idea. Heck yeah, definitely holding on to this one. This is one where I feel like a lot of people probably know this one, and for some reason I just don't. So yeah, that's an absolute keep. I love Billy Crystal. He's excellent. And we have Liberty Stands Still with Wesley Snipes and Oliver Platt, Linda Fiorentino. I don't recognize her. In the game of life and death, you only lose once. So what is this one about? Directed by Carrie Scogland. Liberty Wallace, heiress to and co-president of America's largest gun manufacturing corporation, is on her way to the theater when her cell phone rings. Oh my god, as she stands on the street, the red sight laser hitting her chest is proof of the mysterious caller is dead serious in his threats. Oh yeah, absolutely. This reminds me of Phone Booth, and that's good enough for me to keep it. With Wesley Snipes in there, yes please. That's awesome. Very excited. Another one I'd never even heard of before, but that's definitely one I'm keeping. Ooh, Primary Colors with Emma Thompson and John Travolta, a Mike Thompson film, or a Mike Nichols film, excuse me. Yeah, this is really cool. Absolutely holding on to this one. Oh, I know him. He is such a familiar actor, but I don't know. Is that Mike Nichols? Does he play in the movie? I could be completely making that up. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, Kathy Bates is in this as well? Heck yes. Primary Colors, another one for the... Oh, you know what? Is it wide? It is widescreen. So yeah. So this is unopened here, but yeah, it's the right movie on the inside, so that's good. Primary Colors, another good one for the collection. Getting toward the end here, Armageddon. I actually own this on the Criterion Collection release of this, which is super cool to have in the collection. But yeah, I love this movie. It is what it is. Like, it's just a good action movie with a lot of, like, I don't know. I always find it sad at the end, so it is what it is. But I like that movie a lot. Well, then we have Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. So this is a cool one, but you can see it's the old family video case. And this is one that if I don't have it on Blu-ray, I have it on 4K. And I think that one is actually on 4K if I'm not mistaken. So don't need that version of it. All right, how many we have left here? Maybe 5 or so. Oh, it looks like this one is sealed. Oh, okay. So Mission Impossible. Oh, an old Borders sticker on it. $12.99 reduced down to $9.99. That's awesome. And it's brand new still. How cool. I actually watched Mission Impossible for the first time last year, I think, thanks to my TBW game. And I loved it. Like, what a great movie. I don't know how I slept on that movie for so long. It is just a fantastically fun action flick. Yeah, it's great. Ooh, Kurt Russell and Soldier by Paul Anderson. Do I have this one already? It is in widescreen. This is great. I honestly don't think I own this movie, which is nuts to me, but yeah, like, this is absolutely my type of film. Kurt Russell, one of my favorites, so I'll have to take a quick look and see if I own this one, but I really don't think I do, and I do not, so no. This is awesome. I don't. I got distracted for a second because when you type in Soldier, like 700 movies popped up in my app. And so this one, just Soldier itself, is not one of them. So Soldier, another great ad for the collection. Two or three Kurt Russell movies this time around. Ooh, The Butterfly Effect. I love this movie and I love this release of it. Do I own this one or not? I actually don't think I do. I think this was one where, like, I may have sold it a long time ago, or I had it in a collection that I ended up getting rid of. I don't know. But either way, I love this movie. Like, this one always just blew me away when I was younger. And it's fun. And you know what's also surprisingly good? Are the sequels to this. There's actually 2 sequels. You can see there it has full screen and widescreen, it looks like. Oh, you know what? That's director's cut. Let me see if there's a theatrical on the backside, possibly. That was very difficult to get out of there, but it's a theatrical on one side and director's cut on the other, but they're both widescreen. But anyway, I love this, like, DVD of this. This is so cool looking. Great movie. Anyway, did I finish my thought about the sequels? Because I love the sequels to this. They're surprisingly good. Butterfly Effect is going into the keep pile. Hate all you want. I think it's a great movie. So, next, oh my God, Sex, Lies, and Videotape. Speaking of excellent films, this movie is so good. I actually just bought this one. recently. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but thanks to Criterion. And I watched it last year, and oh my God, I was blown away. I think it ended up on my top films of 2020 list, favorite movies I watched for the first time in 2020. This is just excellent in every imaginable way. Like, if you've not seen this movie, check it out. It's phenomenal. Was that it? No, wait. Okay, so we have 3 more. Hopefully the 3 good ones here. This one is not. 1 Million Motorcycles, Sturgis, South Dakota. Could not be any less interested in that one, so that's going into the trade pile. Hope the next 2 are better than that. Okay. Oh, you know what? Meridian. But what's interesting is that this is volume 1 of Meridian, and if you guys have been watching, you might remember I did have a couple other motion comics that were later volumes, and so I have to go back in my boxes over there because I say they're going in the piles, and they're piled up, like in boxes. They haven't gone anywhere yet until I'm done with all this, but I might have the next volumes, and if I do, I'll pull those out. But yeah, this is a digital comic book, so I don't really know what this is going to be, but I mean, yeah, if I have the first volume now, like, I'm intrigued to see, but I don't know if the other ones are the same, if it's Meridian or not. So I'm definitely going to put that in the, I'll put it in the keep, I guess, because it's volume 1. So worst case is I at least have volume 1. So I'll put that in the keep pile and then move on to the next one here. So the last one, it's not a snapper case. What do we have? Hopefully something good. Ooh, Deep Rising. Awesome. So much, what did I just find? Oh my goodness. Deep Impact, I think, was the one in the last half of this box. And my wife loves it. My wife also enjoys Deep Rising. So this is another one I will absolutely hold on to. Die Hard meets Alien meets Titanic. What? That's amazing. Like, what an incredible set of movies to compare. How cool is that? He bought this from Kmart. Oh my God. Super K in 2003 for $9.99. That's awesome. Anyway, the last movie, another one that I'm so happy to have in the collection, which is this fantastic cover art, is Deep Rising. That was a great set of films. Let me make sure that's all of them. And it is. So that was awesome. So now I have only 2 releases in the maybe pile. So let me go through those real quick and see what I can find out. Okay, so good results on both of these. The first one here, Seduced, is actually listed as Pretty When You Cry on IMDb, but there's no aspect ratio listed, so I'm just going to hold on to it because it has the British Angelina Jolie, so that's going in the keep pile, along with Jamie Kennedy and Sam Elliott, just a ridiculous mix. And then this one, this is awesome. So I was wrong about them, any of them being a Vinegar Syndrome release, but actually, this set is going for like $20 on eBay right now, which just kind of surprised me. But Dark Breed I actually have in the collection on another set, but Steel Frontier and Alien Intruder just look great. Dark Breed is about like a group of astronauts who get infected by this alien parasite. Alien Intruder is, which one was this one? Oh no, that one was the one where this egg containing a virus goes missing, and it's up to Captain Saxon of the top secret government Omega agency to get them fast. And then the Steel Frontier is the one I'm super excited about. A post-apocalyptic 2019. And that's all I needed to read. Like, this is going to be great. So I'm absolutely keeping this. Again, none of these were listed for their aspect ratio, so I'm guessing they're probably just full screen releases, which is fine. Like, this is going to be awesome. So probably the second coolest ad in here, maybe behind the TV series. But yeah, so the sci-fi triple feature with Dark Breed, Steel Frontier, and Alien Intruder are going into the keep pile. All right, so that is box 11, part 2 of my inherited movie collection, and it was so much better than I could have hoped for. I think it was better than the first half of this box, thinking about what I have here versus what I have stacked over there. Like, don't get me wrong, the last half was still cool, but this is just awesome, especially with those 2 TV series. Like, what a cool addition to the collection. But anyway, I want to hear from you guys down in the comments below, but before that, let me put on the screen here our final stats from this video based on if I do any changing between now and when I actually edit this and have it go live. But yeah, so hopefully I've done a good ratio here of keep versus trade. But looking at my stack of trade, it looks pretty large, but frankly my keep does as well. So I think it's a pretty good mix here. But anyway, let me know down in the comments below what you've watched from this and what you would recommend. Is there anything that I'm getting rid of that I have not seen that you think I should hold on to? Please help me save those gems down in the comments because you guys always give me some great recs. So thank you so much for all of that engagement and all of that support, and most importantly, all of the recommendations. I really do appreciate it. But with that said, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like down below. That really does help me out. And like I always say, I don't just talk movies, I talk all things media, be it books, movies, video games, graphic novels, manga. If it's media related, I'm interested in it. And if you are too, you might consider subscribing. But that is going to do it for today, guys. So again, I just want to say thank you all so much for watching this one. And I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.